Hi, everybody. Welcome to Talk Fort Dodge. And we are live not live, we're here together at the Kesterson Realty office with Jim Kesterson, namesake of Kesterson Realty. First thing, Jeremiah's here.
Hi, everybody.
First thing I want to ask Jim is, Jim, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a real estate appraiser and a real estate broker in Fort Dodge. I've been a broker since about 1977, and I've been an appraiser since I got in the real estate business. However, licensing was not required at the time. So licensing and certification came in about 1990, at which time I became a certified general real property appraiser. What that means simply is that I can appraise any class of property so long as I possess the ability to do the work.
Awesome. Talking about appraisals, can you tell us the difference between an appraisal and an assessment?
An appraiser generally does a single property and chooses comparables and completes the three different approaches to value if they're appropriate for that type of property, and it's a one-on-one appraisal where an assessment is done by the assessment board or the county assessor, and they do mass appraisals. So they don't do one specific property. They do all the properties. So they gather massive amounts of information and they try to determine reasonable values based on market sales, but at the same time they base it on a whole lot more data than what we would put into a single appraisal.
Well, and the reason I asked that is I think the first day I came in and you looked at me and I was like, oh, this house is assessed at this. Is this what we list it for? And you just started laughing and you said, don't you ever look at that assessment value.
Yeah.
It means nothing except for what they pay their taxes on.
Yeah, right.
You need to find other like properties.
Right. And that's basically true. There are properties in the county that are overassessed. There are properties in the county that are underassessed. To no fault of the assessor, just through market action and market reaction to different things that are going on. So there are times that the assessment and the sell price happen at the same point. When that happens, it's totally coincidental. So one shouldn't be confused with the other.
All right, switch gears on just appraisals. Why do people get appraisals? I know there's 100 different reasons. Can you list off the major ones?
Well, the primary reason people need appraisals because they can't get financing to buy or acquire a property without an appraisal, because that's what the bank is going to require. So typically the property owner doesn't hire us. There are occasions that they would, but typically for those type of appraisals, it has to be ordered by a bank. For a bank to use the appraisal, it has to be ordered by the bank or another federally insured institution. Now, there are other times when a individual would hire an appraiser, and that would be, there's multiple reasons. They might want to know what to price it at before they put it on the market. It could be done for estate purposes. A family member passes and the estate needs an appraisal to determine value. Divorce cases, that's usually an appraisal required then, because now where two people own a property, one is perhaps going to buy the other one out, or they're going to put it up for sale, and they may or may not agree on the value, so they get an appraisal. And other purposes, sometimes people just want to know what their property is worth, and especially in an increasing market. A lot of times, especially when you get into other types of property too, like farmland, where
That's what I
where
was
you
just gonna ask.
seen massive, or rapid increases in value. A lot of times, you have those type of owners that just want an appraisal to just know what their property's worth.
Awesome.
Last question, probably my favorite, is we all know you don't get a lot of time for free time. You work a lot. I think you work more than as much as anybody I know. But I know 1 week a year you get a annual hunting trip. And what is your best hunting story? PG, of course.
PG, yeah.
PG, best hunting story from your annual fishing or hunting trip.
Right before you answer that, can you answer why you have to go hunting? Because I've heard this answer a number of times.
Well, I go hunting and fishing so my family can eat. If I don't hunt and fish, my family don't eat, and it's just that simple.
Yes.
Well, how about this one? How about this for a final question? Does it hurt more to get shot in the face or in the leg?
The only person I know that got shot in the face is Denny Plotz. I got shot in the leg, and I think Dennis and I would both say that either type of wound is just horrific, and nobody would ever know the pain unless they were one of us.
Well, thank you so much, Jim. We appreciate your time today. We know you got a lot going on, and this is just kind of that fun time, let people get to know you. And you know what? Appraisals are an important part of what we do. Every real estate transaction, every closing, every bank. I mean, we do them all the time. Once again, if you have questions, you can reach out to Jeremiah. You can reach out to me, and well, I guess you can reach out to Jim too. But I mean, we're more important. But thanks for your time today, everybody, and we'll see you next week, 10 a.m. on Thursday.
Thank you. See you then.